Top 10 Celebrities Who Went to Prison. Welcome back to our YouTube channel, CelebBomb. In today's video, we will find out the top 10 celebrities who went to prison. But before we begin, hit that red subscribe button so that you never miss out on any of our videos. So without further ado, let's get into the video. While Hollywood darlings often get free passes for bad behavior, occasionally even actors get apprehended, convicted, and punished for their wrongdoings just like the rest of us. This is a list of actors who have spent more than 30 days in prison for offenses they did commit. Have we all forgotten about Iron Man Robert Downey Jr.'s horrible years-long abuse of drugs and alcohol? Or Mark Wahlberg's extremely volatile history as a teen thug growing up in Boston? One Oscar-winning actor went to jail after beating up a photographer. These familiar faces have been busted and locked in the pen to think about what they've done. From 1999 to 2000, Downey spent almost a year in a California treatment facility and state prison after several parole violations associated with multiple charges related to drugs. In 1987, Academy Award winner Sean Penn spent 33 days in jail after assaulting an extra on a film set. Here are the celebrities who spent more than 30 days in prison. 10. Felicity Huffman. Felicity Huffman reported to the Federal Correctional Institution in Dublin, California, about 40 miles east of San Francisco, on October 15, 2019, to serve her 14-day sentence for her role in the college admissions scandal. She will also have to pay a fine of $30,000 and perform 250 hours of community service. The Oscar nominee was found guilty of paying someone to proctor and correct her daughter's College Board testing, which resulted in an increase of 400 points over what she had earned on the PSATs. She will have to serve the full 14-day sentence imposed by Judge Indira Talwani because, according to federal law, there is no time off for good behavior for sentences less than 1 year. 9. Mike the Situation Sorrentino. On October 5, 2018, Mike Sorrentino, best known as The Situation from MTV's Jersey Shore, was sentenced to 8 months in prison for not paying his taxes. Both Sorrentino and his lawyer tried to push for probation, but no luck. The judge also sentenced Sorrentino to 2 years of supervised release, 500 hours of community service upon release, and a $10,000 fine. 8. Mark Wahlberg. When he was 16 years old, Mark Wahlberg harmed a Vietnamese man with a stick, knocking him unconscious. On the very same day, he harmed a second Vietnamese man who had already lost an eye in the Vietnam conflict. Both offenses were found to be unprovoked. After pleading guilty to both counts, he was sentenced to 2 years in prison, but only ended up serving 45 days of that sentence. 7. R. Kelly. On September 27, 2021, R. Kelly was found guilty of racketeering, including acts of bribery and sexual exploitation of a child, along with separate charges of sex trafficking. The purposes of the enterprise were to promote R. Kelly's music and the R. Kelly brand, to recruit women and girls to engage in illegal sexual activity with Kelly, and to produce pornography, including child pornography, the indictment reads. The enterprise refers to the group carrying out the illegal conduct, in this case Kelly, his entourage, managers, bodyguards, drivers, personal assistants, etc. 6. Suge Knight. In 2008, Suge Knight was arrested for aggravated assault and drug charges. Police found him beating his girlfriend, Melissa Isaac, and threatening her with a knife. He was reportedly on cocaine and ecstasy at the time of the attack. In 2014, Knight was arrested along with Cat Williams for second-degree robbery after they stole a camera from a female photographer. He was arrested in 2015 on suspicion of running over 2 people with his car and then fleeing the scene. The whole thing was caught on camera, and Knight says that his actions were in self-defense. In 2018, he pleaded guilty to murder for running over the 2 men in 2015. The court sentenced him to 28 years in prison for voluntary manslaughter. Citing his poor health, Knight told the judge he anticipates dying in prison. 5. Sean Penn. The Oscar winner is no stranger to volatile outbursts, many leading to apprehensions. Yet only one incident landed him behind bars. In 1987, Sean Penn was sentenced to 60 days after punching an extra on the set of his film Colors while on probation for 2 prior assaults. Lucky for him, he only served a fraction of that time thanks to then-wife Madonna for not pressing charges for a particularly brutal domestic encounter. 4. Shakira. In late 2018, hip-shaking Shakira was charged with tax evasion by Spanish prosecutors for the years 2012 to 2014. During this time, Shakira claimed to be living in the Bahamas, but was actually living in Spain where taxes are higher and only traveling to the Bahamas for work. Considering this, she ended up failing to pay 14.5 million euros in taxes to Spain. In turn, Spain is making her pay 19.4 million euros. 3. Iggy Azalea. 2014 was a great year for rapper Iggy Azalea. During it, she dropped a hit album, found worldwide fame, and made tons of cash. Unfortunately, she didn't share any of it with Uncle Sam. In 2016, the American government slapped Azalea with a $391,056.55 tax lien, claiming that she had shirked her tax-paying duties and needed to pay up to 50 Cent. In 1994, rapper-turned-actor 50 Cent spent 6 months in a correctional boot camp for multiple charges related to drugs. He was only 16 years old at the time of his incarceration. 1. Robert Downey Jr. From 1999 to 2000, Robert Downey Jr. spent almost a year in a California treatment facility and state prison after several parole violations associated with charges related to drugs. Tell us in the comments section your thoughts. That's it from today's video. Stay healthy, stay safe, stay happy. See you in the next video.